Hello everybody, it's a Sunday afternoon, nearly the end of December, nearly Christmas, and what better time to make some more mince pies. So here is my mince pie recipe again. Now I'm not really making them in the garden, but we're going to start with our lovely oranges and lemons, and I'm going to put some orange in our mince pies this time, some orange zest. So let's just choose a nice orange. That one. It's a nice orange, so we're going to peel that in a minute. No, peel it, grate it. Round the lemon tree. Oh, yeah. You see a nice one. Here I am hidden in the lemon tree, so I'm just going to go for this one here, I think. It's a nice big one. So, oranges and lemons, ready for the mince pies. And now here we are back in the kitchen, ready with all my ingredients for the mince pies. And I'll just go through what we need. We need 12 spoons of flour. We need 6 or maybe 4 spoons of icing sugar, 2 spoons of almond essence, and you mix all those together with the zest of an orange and some lemon, so that'll be all mixed together. Then I will rub the butter into it. Then I'll use the eggs and make it into the dough, and then I'll put it into the fridge for half an hour and have a little drink. I've actually got another little drink here to start off with. So cheers, here's some nice mince pies on their way. Here we are ready to grate these lovely oranges from the tree. So here we go. And we've got so many oranges on our tree, as you probably just saw. We'll make some orange juice from them a bit later, or maybe tomorrow, sometime soon. So I'll just carry on with this until we've got a nice pile of orange and lemon zest. So here we have the grated orange and lemon, lots of nice smells there. And now we're going to mix it all together. So I'm going to start with the flour. This is just, I always use plain flour. You can't actually get self-raising flour here. So we need 12 spoons, which I sieve. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Nice sieve. This is actually Mallorca flour as well. 7, 8, 9. 10. I don't really measure them. 11, 12. Sieve it in. And then we go for the icing sugar. And we need 4 spoons of this. 1, 2, 3, 4. And actually my mince pies are not that sweet, which I think is better for you. And everybody that has my mince pies says they're really nice, so have a go at making these because they are really nice for Christmas. And I'm sorry, it's not almond essence. As you can see, it's just ground almonds here. I got it a bit wrong. And I don't really sieve this. I have 2 spoons of almond essence. I like this, so put a bit more in. Give it a nice almondy taste. Just gently stir that in. If you don't do it gently, it all goes flying all over the place and it looks like it's snowing. All mixed in. Then we add this lovely colour to it here. Mix that in gently. As you can see, it just tends to disappear into the mixture. That's it, all mixed in. And now we have the butter. I've got Lurpak here because I think it's nice. 200 grams of Lurpak. Not sure if you get 250 grams in England. Anyway, it's 200 here. So I just cut it up a little bit so it's a bit easier to rub in. It has been out of the fridge since this morning, so it should be a bit easier to rub in. Just plop it in, and then comes the messy bit. That messy's just good to go as well. So, oh, I might need that because I might need some more flour. Let's just leave that handy. So, are we ready? Fingers in, and it's all just nice and squashy. And you have to rub it in until it looks like breadcrumbs. I always remember my mum doing this at home. This actually is her recipe for mince pies. And they are the best. So just keep squeezing it together through your fingers, lifting it up. It needs a lot of air in, doesn't it? A lot of air in here, I think. So here we are. Looks like breadcrumbs. Not actually breadcrumbs though, is it? So now we're going to add the eggs. I have 2 eggs I need. So we crack them into a mug, gently. And into here we put the yolks. One. These are large eggs, always have large eggs. Another one. 2. And we keep this to glaze the top of the mince pies after. And now comes a bit that I think is magic. All of that can be mixed in with these eggs. Oh, it should be, so this is another messy little job as well. First of all, you do it with a knife. And it makes a nice soft dough when it's done. It should do. Try and mix it first of all as much as you can. Try and mix it first of all as much as you can with a knife, or whatever you want to use. And then in you go, in hand. And just keep squeezing it together. It all gets on your fingers, but it doesn't matter. And there's rather a lot here. I mean, this will probably make about 36 mince pies. Not all for Steve, by the way. I'm taking these to my knitting group, for my knitting ladies. So
I might get one out of this.
If you're good. So I make 2 balls. There's one. And another one. It's very magic, isn't it? Baking. It's like being a magician, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a bit like chemistry.
You should be doing this though.
Yep.
Nice clean bowl there. 2 lots of delicious pastry. And we get a little bit of flour. Put it on my board. And this cat board I've had for absolutely ages as well. And you just knead it a little bit. This one. And they need to go in the fridge for half an hour. So, see you soon. Alexa's just told me that half an hour time is up. So my pastry is being...
Oh, starting now.
Alexa, thank you.
You're welcome.
So this has been in the fridge for half an hour, wrapped in cling film. We'll start with the big one here. And that half an hour also gives you time to tidy up, which I think is a great thing to do when you're cooking. So we're going to half first of all. Really nice, you can see the lemon and orange zest in that. I'll just start with this one. Plenty of flour on the board. and a rolling pin, and just gently roll and turn. This is what I tell Indian Freya and Luna with the Play-Doh, roll and turn. Roll and turn, and roll it out quite thinly. Sometimes they are a little bit thick, but the pastry is still nice anyway. So I've got 2 cutters here. These are my mum's. We have a big one and a medium-sized one. And we do pop them in. We do a little on there as well. To make sure you do the same amount of each, obviously. So as I say, these should make about 36 mince pies. Fit a little more in there. Just go with where they fit. And I love making these. Each one is made with love, so whoever eats them has a little bit of love from me. So once you've done one lot, you just gather all the pastry up and go for it again. Just having a little experiment here because we've been into Teddy today and I actually bought this stamp here. So I thought, why not try it on the mince pies? So that will be the top of the mince pies. I'm not sure. We'll see. I'll try and do a few more anyway. See what happens. Not too bad for the tops, I don't think. I've used this stamp here and just put it in the egg white and just bung them on the top. So let's see what happens. That's usually I usually brush them with egg white anyway, so shouldn't be any harm in that. So we shall see. So now I'm going to put the filling in them. This is my first lot. And this is my homemade mincemeat, which you can see on my other on one of our other videos if you want to, which is delicious. Don't fill them too full, as Mary Berry would say. But my friend Barbara says, you'd never put enough filling in your mince pies, Anita. And I can't because they will overflow. Anyway, it's about how much mincemeat we stick in, just carefully.
Not going to get drunk on one of them, are you?
Not really.
There was a warning on this mincemeat. Alcohol warning.
Do not operate heavy machinery.
So there was a full mug of port and half a mug of brandy.
Well, I think that's disappeared now, isn't it? And I know there's a lot of work in these mince pies, but I just think they're so nice and Christmassy. I loved making them. If anybody wants me to make them some, let me know.
You're going to make me some?
You can have one, darling. You can try the first one. I always give you the first one, so I get your verdict. 2 spoons. So there's all the mincemeat in, and now we're going to add the topping, the tops, which I hope haven't stuck. They might have stuck actually. So just a little dust on there, and onto the top they go. Maybe they should have something green on the top as well, should they? So I don't think I need to. Shall I push the top of this as well?
You're the baker, dear.
See what these Christmas trees look at the end. They probably disappear. Let's see. Push them down all the way around the edges so that nothing escapes. And they are quite small, these mince pies. They are actually called mini mince pies.
Oh, so does that mean I can have 2?
Depends on how many ladies come to knitting. So every Wednesday we all meet up in the centre from the council in Bendinat. And we do knitting for cancer and for the homeless, and have a nice cup of tea and some cake or whatever people bring, or champagne even on birthdays, and knit and have a chat, a natter, and we're called the Knitwits. And it's a lovely group of ladies, a lot of them ex-teachers, so we've got lots of things in common, including naughty children. So that's what I do on a Wednesday. We started by Kay from the bookshop, who's actually gone back to live in England, and I'm missing one top, so he got a bit squashed.
Would you have a topless one?
Oh dear. The beach in Magaluf. And just to show you what I do to finish off with, this is what my mum used to do. Just carefully stick the fork in the middle of the Christmas tree. That one's disappeared completely. Anyway, it doesn't matter about these Christmas trees.
They were an experiment.
They were. I'll try and do something a bit better next time. And then I'm going to put them in the oven now for 12 minutes, I've decided. 12 minutes is just a nice time. So much about Christmas tree.
Preheated.
The oven's been on for ages, preheating the house as well.
Keeping our legs very warm standing by them.
Right, so in they go for 12 minutes. I'll just make another top to go on that one, and we'll see them when they're done. Alexa's just told me my 10-12 minutes are up, 10 or 12 minutes about, and I've got my oven gloves at the ready, so here they are.
Starting now.
So here they are, and just how I like them. And there. And they look good. And I usually leave them for a little bit, but I'm just going to take them out with a knife. They're very hot. Just pop them onto the cooling rack. And there's some delicious mince pies, which Steve will be trying when they're a bit cooler. They're a little bit hot at the moment. And now I just put a lightly sugar frosting of icing sugar on the top, lightly frosting. If you put too much in, then they sort of go into your mince pie tray.
We've just got the World Cup final on in the
Oh,
background.
and after they score, I don't know if they did.
They're in extra time.
And there's one lot of mince pies done. So I've got another 2 more trays, or 1.5 more trays to do. So we'll have a look at them all when they're finished and see what was. There's 2 lots of mince pies, still some more in the oven, and I'm just going to give them a lightly dusting with icing sugar. Just make it look like it's snowed on them. Yeah.
And the proof of the pudding
Is in the eating. So off we go. Proof of the pudding is in the eating. Steve's going to just try his one and only mince pie here, so let's see.
Is this the only one and only?
How is that?
They are absolutely delicious.
But you know he says that every time he tries them, just because he wants another one. So
Well,
anyway,
I could say I'm not quite sure. I need to try another one.
so anyway, I hope you enjoyed our video of the mince pies, and just to wish you all a very happy Christmas.